Hello,
I do not know if we're... Yeah, I think we're live. I think we might be.
Let me know.
We're just coming up now. Alright, so yeah, we just got live.
Yeah.
This is the review for Night of Champions.
Not Night of Champions, Clash of Champions.
Well, Clash of Champions, guys, sorry. It's you know, it's hard to adjust this whole new era thing, fucking... It's all the same, pretty much.
It feels
to
weird
me.
because it's a new era, but they're using old pay-per-views.
This one's from WCW. Now, the thing is, guys...
Ancient shit.
It doesn't really feel like pay-per-views anymore, to be honest, because they're just basically using the Raw arena, but they're just doing the same old shit.
And then they change it for the CWC match, championship match. They change the ropes to purple, so it's like the CWC arena.
Yeah.
So it doesn't feel like a pay-per-view arena. It just feels like a normal show. Do you want me to tell you what it feels like to me?
Yeah, it feels like a Raw, just a bit on steroids with title matches.
Back in the day, we used to have those Raw Super shows. It was like that.
Yeah, Raw Super Show, pretty much. Now,
but there was a lot of good matches on this. This was better than Backlash.
Better than Backlash, yeah, fuck yeah.
It was a good event. I liked it.
Of course it was going to be better than Backlash. Backlash hardly has much going for it. Now, you know, there was a good match with AJ and Dean there and all that, but let's get into this. This is Clash of Champions. It's time for us to talk about Clash of Champions. Now, we're doing this live, so there might be people, you know, coming in, commenting and all that. If you like this review and what we have and like our thoughts on it, go ahead, hit that like, hit that subscribe. If you don't like our thoughts on it, hit that like, hit that subscribe. Right, the show. Show starts off with, of course, on the pre-show, we have, you know, Fox and Jax. I did not watch that match. I know the results. Nia Jax wins. That's all you really need to know about that one. Then onto the main show. The first match to kick off the whole main card was the Tag Team Championships. That was a solid, short, good match. I felt like it did well for what it was, because, you know, the way it ended was because it started out very fast and, you know, high freaking, it was fast paced offense and shit. Luke and Carl were just going absolutely insane at the New Day and just beating the crap out of them first off. You know, they weren't like taking it slow with your locks and holds. They were just running at them and pretty much beating the crap out of the New Day and dominating them. And they were about to win the match, but then Xavier gets the trombone and whacks it in the head of Carl Anderson, and that knocks him out. And then, you know, Kofi gets the pinfall victory. It
was a good, fast-paced but short match.
Yeah, I thought it was good to kick off the show. Very good, short and sweet.
Yeah.
That's the way it should have been. It shouldn't have been long, drawn out. Like, I knew I was not going to enjoy that. It shouldn't. No. It needed to be short and sweet, and that's what I liked.
It wasn't a match what everyone was excited for or anything.
No.
So it's good just to get it out of the way with nice and quick at the beginning of the show as well. Just get it done and forget about it. Really.
Yeah.
Good match. So I liked it.
After that, we had the Cruiserweight Championship. It was TJP versus Brian Kendrick.
Brian Kendrick looks like a hobo now, man.
He's always looked a bit like
his hair's hell ratty and his facial hair's...
Oh, well, when he was younger, he looked a bit better, you know. He didn't look...
Oh, he looks a lot better, man. Now he just looks like he's homeless.
Yeah. But,
he doesn't look like he does any maintenance to himself.
Yeah, true.
He just lets his hair do whatever it does. He doesn't wash it, and he doesn't shave, I don't think, at all. Like,
yeah.
He doesn't clean himself up.
Yeah.
He doesn't care that he's on a pay-per-view card. And now I've got the gas. Ugh, fuck.
Alright, well, it was a decent match, guys. It wasn't like amazing or anything. It was alright. It wasn't perfect, but hey, it is what it is. You know, it was a few good locks and holds. It was one of those matches where, you know, they had some high risk, minimum high risk offense. It was mainly just all like them doing a lot of kicks and stuff and holds, and I just really wasn't into it all that much. I know Dylan liked it a bit more than me, but
there was a couple interesting submissions I saw.
yeah,
by Brian Kendrick. He did this one where he was lying on TJ's back, and he was laying back, and he was pulling his arms back, and he had his leg on his head. And he was pushing, man. Oh, that looked really painful. There was some interesting stuff. It was a decent match. I didn't hate it, but I didn't love it. Like it's kind of just like that match where you can watch it and you won't hate it, but you won't really love it. So
yeah,
that's kind of like that for me. But there was a couple interesting moves in there. I liked. That's one thing I like about these wrestlers in CWC. They're very creative with their moves. They're not repetitive. They always do something new, and that's what I like. Yeah. And I saw a different Brian Kendrick. Physically, I saw a different Brian Kendrick, and he wrestles a lot different now as well. He's a lot more ferocious. But if you're not into submissions, don't watch the match.
By the way, guys, I forgot. I didn't do our live broadcast through OBS. I'm sorry that you're getting 480p quality right now. Yeah,
what are you doing
shit. I'm doing it through OBS.
Why didn't you do it for Google Hangouts?
I should have done it through Google Hangouts. I'm sorry that you guys are getting 480p, but oh well. Okay. Just make sure you go to the top quality of the thing in the settings there, so you get the best viewing quality. But anyway, what was I going to say? What was the next match?
What was after that?
Cesaro versus Sammy.
Cesaro. That's the match I didn't watch.
I watched halfway and then I found out the results and I was like, fuck this shit. Fuck this shit. Honestly.
How did you find out?
I told him.
Bree told me, and I just wasn't interested.
What a girl.
No, there was no point. It was a boring match.
It's a boring match. It was fucking boring. It was stupid. It ended in a fucking no contest count out.
I've got a question. Both
men got counted out. It's a fucking draw. They're going to continue it.
I've got a question.
I'm so pissed off about this shit. This needed to be over a long time ago. End it on Raw. Tomorrow night, fucking end the shit on Raw. I mean it. I'm fucking over
where's
this
it up
shit.
in the series now? Is it up to
It's
7?
7, bro.
Need one more.
Fuck, there's another.
It's now 4-4. They both got counted out. None of them won.
Why wasn't it on the pre-show?
Oh, I fucking hate this
There was
shit.
only one on the
The winner's gonna get a title shot, and they're dragging this shit out. They have nothing going for them. Fucking end it already.
No one gives a fuck about it.
I do not want this dragging up to Hell in a Cell. I will be absolutely pissed off.
The great way to finish it is do the finale on Superstars. Just
Main event. Fuck it. Main event that shit.
No, that's Jack Swagger's show. Leave him alone.
Superstars.
They can be the pre-show for Jack Swagger.
All right, pre-show for Superstars.
Yeah.
Or main event. I don't know. Fuck it. No, Swagger's the king of Superstars. What are you talking about?
Who wants to know?
Oh yeah, sorry.
He's the king of Superstars. So main event that shit. Anyway, fucking shit match from what I saw. I just stopped halfway through. I was like, no, I'm not into this, and because it is a no count out contest, fuck it. I skipped it. Went to Sami Zayn versus Jericho. Great match. Good. They both worked very well together. They had good chemistry. Good match. I could go into all the holds and everything and really break it down and get all technical with you, but just watch it for yourself, guys. I feel like it was one of the better matches on the card, definitely. Jericho picks up the win with a code breaker to Sami Zayn. So Sami Zayn isn't really in a good spot right now. I thought Jericho was going to lose.
No.
I thought he was going to lose.
No.
I thought it was definitely going to be Sami Zayn. I thought it was definitely going to be that, but it wasn't. But yeah. Why is it saying that YouTube is not receiving any data from the fucking broadcast?
Well, it should be still working, eh?
It's saying no data, no activity. What? YouTube is not currently receiving. If you believe this is incorrect, well, fuck it. We'll just keep doing it. And if we see that our review didn't happen, then we'll have to redo it.
Hey, check it out.
But yeah, we'll just continue.
Moving
Moving on.
Yeah.
Jericho wins. Good for Jericho, but he was crying after the match. I don't know what the fuck that was all about.
He was crying.
But he was crying. It was
Really?
like, what the fuck?
What the fuck? That's weird.
Bit weird, yeah, bit weird.
That's
then,
a bit out of character.
Very, very.
He's
I don't know,
gone
maybe
weird now.
maybe he just got emotional because he liked the match. I don't know, maybe he was emotional because they decided to put him over, a young guy like Sami Zayn, who has a very promising future, who would definitely have been the favourite to get the win over him tonight. He definitely was. But, yeah, Jericho wins, and I'm happy for him. I was like, yes, I was so happy because I was just expecting the whole typical new era wins, beats the old attitude guy, puts over the young talent. I'm just sick of Jericho putting over talent. I want him to be builded up again. Alright, so moving on. Next, we had the Triple Threat Women's title match. Amazing. I liked it.
My second favourite match on the card. It was awesome, guys.
Arguably the best. Arguably.
Yeah. I'm not much of a fan of the Divas, but...
Is it moving alright on that?
Oh, yeah, it's moving good. So, I'm not much of a fan of the Divas,
So
but...
YouTube's lying to us. Okay.
Yeah, YouTube is a liar.
YouTube, you're a fucking liar.
But I love the match. Like, these are my three favourite Divas, is Charlotte, Sasha, and Bayley. I was really hoping Bayley won. I would have loved that so much.
My
but
girlfriend is just handing us Pikachus. Just for the sake of it.
But,
Pokemon.
look at that innocent face.
Hello. Hello. Okay.
But, my only complaint about the match was it was there to build up Charlotte. Like, she dominated a lot of the match.
Big one.
She would dominate both Sasha
Pikachu's
and
everywhere.
Bayley, and
Yeah.
I wish it was a bit more back and forth.
There's a
like
bit of
proper
domination.
triple threat. It just seemed like it was a handicap match, and she was dominating both of them.
There was a bit of domination there, guys.
No,
It was
but
back
there's
and forth,
confusing
though, but
stuff.
there was a bit of domination from Charlotte, of course. I think what they're trying to do is, with Charlotte picking up the win, I think they're just trying to, out of respect of Ric Flair, I think they're just trying to carry on like, oh, it's
The
in their
legacy,
blood, it's the
yeah.
legacy thing, oh, you know, she's carrying on her father's legacy, you know, it's just, she was doing a lot of seedy faces. I would not be
Yeah.
surprised if Botchamania brought out a video just showing all the seedy faces that Charlotte did in that match, just a big compilation of Charlotte's seedy faces.
I thought all the girls did good in the match.
I
though.
kind of want to see that because it was fucking funny, you know.
Like, all the girls, there was no one weak in that match. Like, everyone did a strong performance. Bayley and Sasha and Charlotte.
They all did pretty well.
Yeah, they did. That was a really good match, guys. I'm not much of a fan of the Divas, but that match, definitely watch it.
Yeah, definitely. Because they've been boring on Raw, just like tag matches and all
Oh,
that
and
bullshit.
SmackDown, man. Don't get me started on
SmackDown's
that.
been fucking horrible.
They've
The
been
Divas.
dog shit.
Absolute fucking horrible.
Don't watch
But
that.
I'm not. We're not going to talk about that. Moving on.
No, we're
Rusev
not.
versus Reigns. I went into this going, Reigns is winning. He's definitely winning.
He won.
And he won! He fucking
He's
won!
winning!
I was annoyed because I wanted it to be, you know, Rusev wins. I thought it would be good, even if it was by cheating it. I felt like they should have had Rusev win. It's just a bit of a
only
mistake, really, because now what they're going to do, and now what is going to happen, he's going to be buried again. Rusev is actually going to get buried by Roman Reigns. Watch it happen. It's going to happen at Hell in a Cell. They're probably going to have a rematch for the United States title inside Hell in a Cell because they're going to build up this rivalry like, you disrespected my wife, you took my title, now I'm going to take everything from you and I'm going to make you feel hell in the cell and all this shit. And they're going to face off in the cell, and Roman's going to win again like last year against the overweight Bray Wyatt. And now he's going to bury another overweight talent in Rusev.
But
He's going to
I was
him.
happy with the decision because I've got a feeling there might be a triple threat match at Hell in a Cell for the title. the Universal title, and that'll be Kevin Owens, Seth Rollins versus Roman Reigns.
They're going to get the United States belt on the card, man.
If they don't do that match, and it's Rusev versus Reigns for the United States belt in a Hell in a Cell match, having Reigns win tonight doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make sense for the rivalry. It just kind of...
It just puts Roman over too much.
Yeah.
Way too much. It's like Super Reigns and everyone...
That's
boo! That's what we fucking hate.
That's why Cena gets hated as well.
This is why we don't like Roman. Because he's put over like Superman. He's like fucking Cena was a long time ago. It's just bullshit. Absolute fucking bullshit.
You know, it's my favourite rivalry. And it would even
Rusev and Reigns.
It'd be even better if it was back and forth.
I think Rusev needs to win at Hell in a Cell.
Did you know all Shield members had got the US title now?
Yeah.
As well as the World
But
Champion.
I think what needs to happen is, who cares if Roman won last year? Don't try and give him some Hell in a Cell streak that, oh, no one can beat Roman in the cell. Fucking
next Undertaker.
Let Rusev win at Hell in a Cell, get his belt back, fucking beat Roman in the cell, and then Roman can move on to a Universal title match. That's really what Roman needs to be
He can't go for a Universal title though if he loses to Rusev. Like, that's why I was happy he won tonight.
Yeah, I guess he can. I guess he can. He definitely can. If Vince says okay, yeah, he can. Because Vince is the one that okays all this shit.
Yeah, true, but it won't do too good for his momentum. But really good match, guys. I really loved it.
Yeah, it was alright. It was pretty boring to start off with.
The beginning was
very, very boring.
But it picks up, guys, and it ends really good. So I enjoyed it. They worked well together.
To be honest, I was very disappointed. Very disappointed. I got into it a bit more near the end, but it did not reach its peak. It could have gotten a lot better than what it was.
I thought the selling went really good at the end, eh? Like,
at the end, it did.
They both worked well together, and they do have chemistry, and I like the ending. So.
Rate it.
Now,
what?
It. We've never rated any of the matches.
Rate it.
I'd give it a 3.5 out of 5 stars.
Maybe a 2.8 or a 3. 2.8 or a 3.
You're roasting the shit out of it.
It didn't have that big fight feel like SummerSlam did. SummerSlam, they brought it out straight away. They got right into it. They started this off with holds and locks and fucking
that was a brawl.
Boring shit like WrestleMania fucking 32 of Triple H and Roman. That was supposed to be a big match, and they just sort of like, oh, this is a big rivalry, but we're going to start it like we just don't fucking care. And that's what they did. And that really throws me out of a match. If a match starts off with not that high intensity feeling, that throws me completely out.
It does the same for me, because you're kind of like, when a match starts off slow, you're kind of in this mood.
You're just like,
you're kind of sleepy. And when something big does happen, you're in shock and you don't know how to react to it, because you've been reacting to slow fucking moves and submissions.
Yeah.
And now they're doing big slams, and I'm in a big shock. You know?
Yeah. So yeah, it was a decent match. Like, it was wrestled good. They did everything right. It's just it wasn't right, if you know what I mean. Like, yeah, they know how to wrestle, but at the same time, it's just like, it wasn't a great wrestling match or an awesome match. It was just okay. Moving on. Main event of the evening.
I like the match card, actually. I like it that it's a short event and it doesn't go for too long. So that's why I hate Raw at the moment, because it goes for 3 hours and it just feels so watered down by all these jobber matches.
Please make it 2 hours. Please make it 2. Just make it 2 fucking
hours. Please, I'm fucking begging you.
We've been asking for this shit for fucking ages now. Make it 2. Leave us wanting more. And that's good.
I don't even watch Raw. I only watch the highlights now.
It's like, I watch Raw.
Only when I do live stream. That's the only time I watch it, guys, is when I'm doing the live stream.
Guys, I watch Raw every week because I have to. It's because it's like a family member. You got to stick with them even when they're doing shit. That's how I am with WWE.
They do a lot of
shit. I'm
shit.
dedicated. I'm a dedicated fan, and I stick with them throughout the good and the bad. But moving on to the main event. Owens and Rollins for the Universal title. Very, very slow start. if you don't like the slow starts like me, then you're not going to like the first half of this match, because it's very fucking slow and very fucking boring. Absolutely boring. I thought they would start out with a lot more intensity, a lot more fucking fast-paced stuff. They just didn't. For most of this match, it was just locks and holds and just kicks and boring shit, and like running out of the ring and like throwing someone into something, and it's just boring, 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 blah, blah. We've seen it all before. And then they get into it a bit more, the kicks get more brutal, a lot more jumping, flying knees, and just a lot of this, like, a lot more of like springboardy shit and fucking decent moves. Kevin Owens does this really big move from the top rope to Seth Rollins, where he drops Rollins. He's got like Rollins up like this, and he fucking drops him from the top rope onto his fucking knee, into his ribs, and it doesn't look right, because it doesn't look like it was supposed to happen at all. And Rollins is just like, fuck me, I'm dead, and he gets out of the ring.
And after that,
drops to the ground, he's on his knees, he's like, man.
And he's actually laying down on the canvas when he gets back in the ring, and he does a fucking frog splash on his ribs,
and he's just holding it like, fuck me, I'm fucked.
That was brutal.
The whole match after that one knee to the ribs, he just looks like he's just fucked in the ribs. He just looks like he just is in so much pain.
I loved the whole match. It was my favourite match on the card.
I liked the ending. I just didn't like the start of it. I felt like it could have started with a lot more,
even with the locks
in your face, you know.
Like, the locks and that didn't seem boring to me, because there's a bit of trash talk. That's why I was so into it, because Kevin Owens would be talking shit when he's got control of the match, and then Seth Rollins would be talking shit when he's having control of the match.
Here's where I stand on it.
They have great back and forth. I want to say that. They have great back and forth. And they both have similar movesets, like with their super kicks and their, like, you know, Seth Rollins does that kick where, what's it called? He does that kick and he lands on his back and he kicks the head. He goes flying the head. I don't know what it's called, but Kevin Owens does a similar move to that, and
a bit like a Pele.
Like a Pele kick. Yeah. And that's why they work so well together, because when they reverse their moves, Seth Rollins does a similar move to Kevin Owens, and it's like really cool. Yeah. I like it.
Here's the thing, guys. Here's where I stand on this. I feel like if you do too much of the same thing all the time in WWE, you're going to become very boring very fast. It happened with the New Day, and now everyone is kind of bored of the New Day, because the New Day is coming out every week going, "Oh, we're shaking our fucking booty and bootios,"
boring.
Because New Day, it's the same thing, guys. It's just like, fucking...
Guys, I was a big advocate for New Day. I was their fan when everyone else was hating on them.
Yeah.
But now, I've got sick of it. I'm bored of their promos, because it's always the same shit. And
they did a promo before the match, it's the same thing.
And now, the crowd's reacting like they're the fucking shit.
Yeah.
But they're still doing the same shit, so why is everyone all of a sudden changed? They're still the same fucking New Day doing the same shit.
No, but the fans are now, they're starting to get boring to the fans. You can see it, because the fans are just like, Carl Anderson and Luke Gallows are going to win, we want them to win. A lot of people were saying that Carl and fucking Luke are going to win. They didn't, but here's the thing. Here's my point, guys. This is what I'm getting at. If you do so much of the same thing all the time in WWE, you get boring. I've seen Owens do the same shit for so long, and I feel like everyone's just giving him too much more credit than what he really does deserve, because it's the same thing. Every single match, he's just talking the same trash. I'm the champ. That's why I'm the champ, you know, and like just walking around and locking people on holds and just talking so much trash. And a lot of the lines he spits out when he's doing this, I've heard them all before, because he's done it in a lot of other matches. And that's kind of where I sit on it. Like, I feel like I've seen this sort of shit from Owens from the first half of this match all before. And if you do it too much, it waters it down, it doesn't become special. And now I watched this podcast with Kevin Owens on it. He's like, he said he met Stone Cold and he asked Stone Cold for advice. And he said, Stone Cold, if you give me advice, what would you say to me about wrestling? And he's like, don't stop running your mouth. And Kevin Owens literally took that and he won't stop running his damn mouth. And it's the same sort of shit. You can run your mouth, but just don't go saying the same shit. And don't do it too much as well, because it just gets boring. Other than that, it was a decent match. It got good at the end. I was getting into it. We all thought, and don't say you didn't think this, because you did. Deep down you did. You thought Triple H was going to come out, and so did I. So did everyone. Triple H didn't. Instead, they did a really fucking weird cop-out, and they brought Jericho out there.
This was my only complaint with the match. I loved the whole match, but just the
We wanted Triple H.
It didn't make sense.
It did, but it didn't.
It was
Jericho's his friend, and he wants to help his tag partner. But at the same time, it's like, we know the whole Jericho-Owens thing is just this stupid, weird thing to put Owens over a bit more, and just so he's got a bit of like a backup. Triple H isn't going to be there all the time, but we thought at least he'd be there for the pay-per-view. But why? This is my one complaint, right? I'll get to it in a second. Why bring Triple H in if he's not going to be there to continue this storyline and this whole shocking fucking turn on Rollins and this double turn? I don't get it. I don't get it at all, and I don't like it, really. I don't think they should have brought Triple H in if he is not going to continue this storyline in any way. It's just a random fucking shock thing on Raw just to boost the ratings for a little bit. And I just think Triple H was just coincidentally there that night, and they just threw that together at the last minute just as a fucking thing. I know eventually they'll get to a match with Rollins and Triple H, but that's going to be way down the line. They're not going to have Rollins and Triple H in Hell in a Cell. They could have done that, but they're not going to. They're going to save it for some big occasion, like WrestleMania or some bullshit. That's going to be a long build, and Triple H is not going to be around for a long time before then.
It could be Royal Rumble, maybe.
Yeah, it could be. Could be Survivor Series in the tag match with like Reigns and Rollins teaming up facing Owens and Triple H. I feel like they could do that, and what would be really cool is if Reigns turned on Rollins in that match and joined the Authority, and Rollins become the main face. I think that would be really cool. But that's probably not going to happen, because Vince never wants to turn Reigns heel.
Why didn't like the ending was because it seemed like a watered down version of what should have happened. Like,
yeah, what should have happened.
No one wanted to see Chris Jericho come out. Yeah. Like, that's not exciting.
Everyone booed when Jericho come out. They were like, fuck this shit, man. Everyone would have cheered if Triple H come out.
Think about this. Do you really think Chris Jericho and Seth Rollins are going to have a match? Like, no. That's never going to fucking happen.
They might put fucking Jericho Rollins in a cell.
Don't jinx it, please.
They might fucking put them in a cell. Jinx it. It might be a good match. Hey, I think it might be alright. It might be. Hey, it probably would be.
The cat's out of the bag now.
It'd probably be better than fucking Jericho. I mean, Rollins versus Owens again.
Nah, I don't think he could top it.
He could do. Jericho did pretty well tonight. He did very good, actually.
This is what I'm hoping for Hell in a Cell. I really want a triple threat.
I want Rusev versus Reigns inside the cell.
Rusev could face like Jericho or something, don't you think?
Nah. Put Rusev over against Roman. Give him his belt back, then Roman can move on to other shit.
They do have an awesome rivalry.
And if you want, and just out of pride and out of ego, Vince, because you want your fucking golden boy to win, after Hell in a Cell, make them face on Raw and just have like a one-on-one normal match without the belt on the line, and just have him beat Rusev on Raw, if that makes you feel better.
This is why I wanted to finish.
Put him over at Hell in a Cell.
Guess what?
What?
Triple H was there.
Really?
He was there.
He was backstage.
Oh, that makes them more fucking annoying.
That is so annoying. How do you know? How do you know that?
Because I just saw a video.
A video where? Was it on the WWE page?
Yeah.
Okay, we're watching this now.
Guys, that's bullshit.
Excuse me, Stephanie. Huh? Do you have any comment?
Backstage.
Do you have any comment on the conclusion of the WWE Universal title match?
Just watch this.
And congratulations to Kevin.
It's really
Thank
short.
you very much, Tom.
No one believes Stephanie's bullshit.
Hi, it's Triple H getting out of the limo.
Oh, now they kiss. Stephanie and Hunter still together. They're still a
Triple
tag,
H is there. That's annoying. Triple H should have gone out as well.
Yeah.
That makes no fucking sense. If he's there, go out!
Build up that rivalry.
Jesus, WWE.
They should have had Rollins, Pedigree, Chris Jericho. He's out, and the referee got knocked out in the match. So
Jericho got knocked out so much. Why didn't Triple H do something?
So Triple H comes out and saves the day. That would have made the match so much better, and it would have built up that rivalry between Rollins and Triple H a lot more. That just
fucking dumbasses WWE sometimes, honestly.
And Stephanie's acting like, oh, you know, I didn't know that was going to happen, Steph. I didn't know Triple H was going to do that.
Maybe they just planned that, like Triple H. Maybe Triple H will come out in Raw and he's like, I sent Jericho out there or something.
Why is Stephanie trying to play the good guy? Everyone knows she's still on Team Authority and all that.
Yeah. I think Jericho's probably just doing Triple H's dirty work on the side.
I don't know why they're trying to do that angle for. It doesn't do anything for the storyline.
Alright guys, overall the ending was a bit unsatisfying. I find myself going after the show.
That's why I don't give it a 5 out of 5 stars. I give it a 4 out of 5 because that ending put a sour taste in my mouth.
Decent show. I'd give it about like a 3.5. Yeah, decent show. Backlash, I'd give it like a 2.5.
3.8 out of 5. The whole event.
Clash of Champions does beat Backlash because I gave Backlash like a 2.5.
And it's not an event you're gonna watch and think, oh fuck, this is hard to watch. You're gonna actually enjoy yourself.
Yeah, Clash of Champions actually do enjoy yourself.
Yeah, there's a lot of good matches.
We were in pain for the whole show.
Yeah,
and then by the ending, we got a satisfying ending. We got a happy ending, guys.
Yeah.
AJ Styles was John Cena.
And now we're gonna have fucking no, it was AJ Styles. It's Dean Ambrose.
Sorry.
But we're going to be getting John Cena at No Mercy. And No Mercy is probably going to be just fucking amazing because that triple threat match. But I feel like all the other matches leading up to that,
I think that's going to be the norm for SmackDown for
shaky. It's going to be hard for them to pick up their momentum and really get going. They need to really amp up their division. I think the tag division really needs a big... I don't know how they're going to do it. It's hard to build up jobbers with other jobbers. You can't really do that, can you? You need a good storyline. Like with The Miz, he didn't have a lot going for himself, and then he did something shocking that everyone was like, and now it's gotten to all their heads.
The moment, guys.
And The Miz, I think The Miz in the mid card is actually really good. Don't take that belt off him anytime soon.
Yeah, he's really entertaining with his promos, and his matches are decent.
Yeah.
I just hope with Roman and Rusev though, this is one thing I wanted to say was, I hope the rivalry doesn't go like boring now, because that would have been a great way to finish it. So if they are not going to finish it, it still has to have that fire, because they've had the best heated rivalry on the whole show, so it can't go boring.
Yeah,
I'm fine with Kevin Owens winning. I just wish he won in a better way. Like just
Triple H, at least Triple H.
That's one thing I hate now with WWE. Is
a lot
of their events now have a bad ending, and like especially when you're watching a good pay-per-view, the good pay-per-views always have the shit endings.
Yeah,
like you love the event, and then at the end you just have this sour taste in your mouth.
Yeah. All right, guys. Well, it was decent all up. You know, I give it about like a 3.5.
Better than decent.
3.5.
3.8.
Backlash, I give it about 2.5.
I remember
my
I gave it like a 2
gives it
or
like a what? A 2 or a 1? 2?
I give it a 2 as well.
What do you give Backlash then? A 0? Or a 1? Okay. So
what's your favourite match on the card?
Favourite match is either the triple threat or the...
Divas!
Okay. Either the triple threat Divas or the main event. But I found myself more entertained and more invested in the Divas for the whole match than I was for Owens and Rollins for the whole match. I kind of found myself disconnected for the first half. And that last
I'm really
half,
curious,
I got
what was the
into it.
shittest match?
The shittest match on the whole card would have to be, or maybe Cesaro, Sheamus, or
yeah, it's got to be that.
or Roman Roman.
You can't say Roman and Rusev.
Rusev.
No way.
Roman.
That match
No,
was
Roman.
that match had
Rusev.
some moments, bro.
It's Cesaro, Sheamus. I just could not care anymore for that.
Yeah.
But anyway, guys, we will see you later. Hit
good
that
first
like.
pay-per-view Raw. Keep it up. Don't go shit now, please.
Good pay-per-views, but the lead-up was bullshit. It was absolutely fucking awful.
No mercy.
Hit the like, hit the subscribe. We can't wait for No Mercy. That looks like it's shaping up to be
Hell
good.
no.
Can't wait for some more UFC.
I think that it would be awesome if they put Cena, Ambrose, and Styles in a Hell in a Cell, but they're not going to do it because Hell in a Cell's a Raw, so they're going to probably just do some boring steel cage or fucking something for like Dolph and
6-man elimination.
Miz. But because it's called No Mercy, there should be some sort of extreme rules kind of feeling there, or like No Mercy, it's No Mercy, so why not implicate some fucking extreme shit in there so that we've all got that to watch. But anyway, guys, we'll see you later. Hit the like, hit the subscribe if you want to see more. See you later. Thank you. Goodbye.
Goodbye, bitch.